Hello Zimbabwe and welcome to Roots YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us, and we're hoping that you're going to be staying with us. We've got exciting things that are coming up. So what we're doing with our platform is to provide adolescents and young people with space to talk about what they're going through, and we'll also come up with solutions and bring in experts as we're moving forward. So today I have amazing young people who are going to help me discuss about issues that young people are facing. So guys, say hello.
Hi.
Alright, so they will introduce themselves as we go on. Right, so probably you're thinking, who's Roots and what are you here for? Right, we are a youth serving organization. Mainly, most of our work is at grassroots level in communities, specifically in Mashonaland Central. And what we are looking at is being the #1 information hub for adolescents and young people. When we talk about sexual and reproductive health, drug abuse, menstrual health, issues of economic empowerment, this is the place to be. So, today, our first episode, we're going to be talking about the challenges that young people are facing within their communities, be it at school, at home, and maybe for some even in church. We just want to hear what it is and how it is. So we're going to talk about everything and anything adolescents and young people involved. So, Elsa, over to you. What are some of the challenges that young people are facing around you? It might not be you, but maybe your friends, relatives, etc., etc. What are the things that young people are going through?
Zimbabwe, I'm also from Alano School. As adolescents, we go for parties, right? After going for parties, we consume different items. In consumption, girls are being drugged and raped, and the rest is history. That's why.
So drug abuse is really something that I'm picking up there, that we've got an issue there. Paninyaya, insurance, paninyaya. We need to unpack it and talk more about it. Yeah, maybe over here we'll ask a girl so that it's equality right there. Sheriff, what do you think? What are some of the issues that young people are facing within the communities that we might need to tackle as we move forward?
Thank you so much. My name is Sharon, I'm 18. The issue I would like to really talk about is this issue of blessings. It's a really, really huge issue because we have social media normalizing this relationship with everyone almost saying it's okay to have a blessing, it's okay to want to spend money and give out your body for it, which is not okay. And these relationships, you end up having STIs and also etc. a lot of things, and this leading to that we also go to cyberbullying, because after white blesser, after you've been exposed, after everything goes wrong, people are going to be bashing you on Twitter, people are going to be saying bad things about you, which also leads to depression. So yeah, there's those two are really big problems.
Okay, so blessed kind of relationship. And I'm sure by now people who are like, 50, 60, no offense guys, they're probably like, what do you mean when you say blesser? Normally like just the general, what is a blesser?
Well, a blesser is, I would say, an older guy, but we're also finding that young also guys. So it's an older guy that's giving you, it can also be a woman as well, older person, okay, that's giving you gifts, buying you stuff, but you have to give them your body in return, yes.
Okay, these are the issues. We are still going on with our discussion, and maybe going back to this side, Stembele. Can you take us through?
Hello guys, my name is Stembele. I think there's this other issue of peer pressure. Peer pressure is also leading to some of the things that have been said, like the issue of drug abuse as well as thing. In actual facts, friends, sometimes you may be afraid to lose friends, so you get engaged in some of the things that you don't even want to. So I think peer pressure is a big thing.
Okay. So the aspect of peer pressure is coming up. And I think it's not just for Zimbabwe. Across the globe, I'm sure these issues are also some issues that young people everywhere are kind of going through. I think it'll be good to hear feedback from other viewers who are probably not from Zimbabwe to hear if young people outside are also facing the same issues. So peer pressure is one thing that young people are battling with. Tatenda, what do you have to say?
Well, hello. My name is Tatenda Bangajan. I'm 19 years old. So a challenge that I'm aware of, which us as young people are facing, is identity crisis, which is the reason why most of us are affected also with peer pressure. When you do not know yourself, what your main purpose is in life, you end up just doing everything. The exception of drug abuse. And to make matters worse, we don't really have anyone in particular who advises us on certain things that we are confused about. You find that I heard a story as well about your...
Oh yeah, the guy I was talking about.
The guy I was talking about later.
Junior high, there was a guy in school, he was 14, like literally 14, and he had premarital sex and he got an STI. He didn't have anyone to talk to. I'm guessing he, at home, things were tight. At school, people are going to judge you for having premarital sex and people are going to bash you for having the STI. And the STI got to a stage of, it was so bad that the teachers in school started noticing, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with this child. So it was really bad. We need to have the society at school, at home, at church, someone to talk to freely and not be judged, because the big issue is, if I say this, if I come out, what are people going to think of me? What are people going to say on social media? Which is...
You've raised something critical there. I think it also answers the question that we'll talk about later, maybe after you're done, to say, what role do our parents have, teachers, and even the community? What do the young people need from the older generation, or even from organizations such as Roots, to say, you've got an issue, you've got a problem, there's a challenge there, but who do you talk to? And sometimes, okay, if the teachers hadn't noticed, maybe it would have gotten to a stage where it would have really gotten bad. And you find there's so many STIs that are very harmful, that, for some people they might actually die. So it's very important for those spaces to be available for young people to talk to people that can give them help. So thank you for sharing that story with us. Tell you can continue what you were saying.
So another thing with identity crisis is that without mentorship, as the youth, we don't really know how to respond to certain situations. You find that drug abuse hits when people do not know what to do, where to go and where to seek solutions, you get what I mean? Because I know a certain young man, at home things were terrible, father lost his job, the mom unemployed as well, ended up doing certain side jobs, commercial work, right? Commercial work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the name, right?
Yeah. Commercial sex work.
Commercial sex work, yeah. So then, the child got stressed. Then the only thing that he could do was start doing drugs. So you understand the whole situation, that without knowledge of who exactly that you are, you end up doing particular things that you damage yourself as a life individual. And so that's sort of a challenge that I see is major.
There are deep issues here. Deep issues. And I think this program that we're going to be running is very timely, because what we are going to do is not just coming to discuss only, but if you have a question, in terms of drug abuse, we want to bring in experts who can help to say, if you've gotten to a point where you're actually addicted and you don't know where to go, you can call in and call a certain number, you can speak to a professional counselor, and issues like that. If you faced abuse, we want you to find help. So we're not just here to talk about the issues, but to also come up with solutions. Right? So I'm sure there's so many other issues that we can talk about, but we can talk as we're going, because like we say, this is just like tip of the iceberg. There's so much that we're going to be talking about. So maybe just to have a rundown of what you think the society needs to do for the young people. Any takers?
Well,
on the issue of cyberbullying, I think the society and everyone needs to understand that social media is not a place where you can go and bash someone else's child. It is a place where people are supposed to be friendly and know each other, not go in and bash someone for what they look like, what they dress like, who they are. We all can't be the same. We all can be yellow bones. We're different, and people have to, the society also has to accept that we're all different. And the blessed thing young girls, young men out there, we need to understand that we come from different backgrounds, and just accept who you are and look, work for yourself, and yeah, I think that's what society and everyone else needs to do.
Any additions? Yeah.
On the drug abuse part, what I'm aware of is that there are very few, or there's no rehabilitation center at all that facilitates young children who have already been caught indulging in these drug abuses, isn't it? So I think people should cater more for these drug abusers and nurture them, rehabilitate them, instead of just concluding that they are criminals. They are humans too, and they need to be molded to become back to what they were at first before they began indulging in these drugs. So I think mentorship is very important for these drug abusers.
I think we do have a few platforms through organizations, and I think we know of Kadasa. We've got other organizations, and I think as we are expanding more, because we'll tackle on drug abuse as a topic, we'll find more and more of the centers that are available. But you are right, there's more that needs to be done. And I think even in terms of the government stepping in and using already existing platforms to help young people who are now addicted to drugs. So thank you so much for that. Yes. Anything that you think people should do at home, at school, what the society needs to do?
Okay, I think as for my other peers, what I can say is just believe in yourself. Don't let anyone transform you. Just try to do things on your own in such a way that doesn't affect your life. That is what I think.
Thank you. Any words?
Yeah, I advise all adolescents. Yeah, there's a rule that states bench with the benchmark to raise the bar of excellence. Because on my own perspective, unasengi wakatamba nemunhu anokumotivata kuite zvakanaka newe unoitawo zvakanaka. That's why.
Thank you. So your company matters. Who is in your circle of influence? Yeah, that's very important. So we're going to be talking about a lot of these issues, and thank you guys for being real and honest about the things that we're facing as young people and as young people. Repeat. All right. So I think that's it for today. We are going to bring more, and if you do have any suggestions for us, please do email us on info@rootsafrica.net, and we will talk more. Subscribe and tell others to subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Roots Africa. So yeah, from us, we out.
I think it's a congregation of bliss. I want to talk about blessings.
So you will
To all the young women out there with low self-esteem, I have a quote by Imelda Viri that says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, I am the fairest of them all."
Yeah, bench with the benchmark to raise the bar of excellency. Your company or the people that you play with will determine your future, will determine your direction and who you will be in later life. That's who I am. Thank you.
All the young people out there, all I want to say is those who follow the crowd are least likely to reach their destination. So you gotta be yourself and then associate with the good people that lead you in the right direction.
The crisis is a major challenge. Do not be victim to suicide by finding yourself in the most baddest of manners. Do not lose yourself. You are worth more than what you really are.